how's it going? It's me, Megan, and I am back with another video. If you guys are new to my channel, I'm a part-time reseller on Poshmark and a few other platforms, but mostly Poshmark, and here on YouTube I like to make reseller content. I'll do what sold videos, I'll do unboxings, I'll do all that good stuff, so if that is something you guys are interested in, please make sure to like and subscribe, and that way I'll never miss one of my videos. I thought in honor of the new year I would dress up a little bit in the shirt that I didn't get to wear last year. I got it at Pluto's Closet. It is Forever 21. Has these fun sleeves. I'm wearing sweatpants underneath, so I'm really not planning on going anywhere, but I want to dress up for the video and just give you guys all a big happy new year. I can't believe 2021 is already over. It went by so fast, and I imagine this year is going to be the same. I'd really love to hear your guys' New Year's resolutions, whether they're reselling related or just personal. I know for me personally, pretty much every new year I always have the same goal, and that's just to be healthier, whether that's what I eat or how much I get like my body moving. It's not so much to lose weight, but just like, especially during the pandemic, it's just been so hard to be motivated. And I swear if I don't just like focus on being healthy or set a goal for myself, I will eat and live like a 13-year-old with like an unlimited budget. I'll eat junk food, I'll eat snacks, I'll eat until midnight. Like, there's just no stopping me. So I really just need to focus and, you know, act like a 26-year-old would and eat like an adult would, and yeah, just get my body moving. Not so much, again, working out or dieting to lose weight, but just being healthy. And then my New Year's goals for my reselling business are a little bit more complicated. Not complicated, but there's really no telling right now how things are going to go later in the year, because my husband, if all things go as planned, will be graduating law school and taking the bar and becoming a lawyer. And with that, we're probably going to be moving out of Oregon, out of Portland, out of Oregon, out of this 2-bedroom apartment, which I'm sorry, but I am so happy about. Like, I just want a bigger space. I want a backyard or a front yard or literally any space that I could just go outside and is my own. I want a second room or a couple of rooms or a living room or something where it's big enough to fit all my reselling stuff and all my husband's stuff, and we don't have to share the same space, and the cats aren't on top of us 24/7, and we could just breathe. During that pandemic, we started off in a studio apartment, so moving into the space was such a blessing, and I'm so happy that we got it, and I'm so happy that we did it, because I definitely would have gone crazy by now. But I think we've already outgrown this space, and with moving to a new location, most likely sometime during the summer, I do plan on being a full-time reseller. What does that consist of and what that will look like is kind of up in the air right now. I'm not really changing anything about my business model too much up until that point. Just gonna keep going, keep focusing on my other part-time job and doing as much as I can with this until that time comes. But I do think one of the biggest changes for me with the new year is going to be cutting back significantly on mystery boxes, like ThreadUp mystery boxes and other ones, just because they haven't been as profitable for me or as exciting as they used to be and as fun as they used to be. Doesn't mean I'm gonna stop getting them all together. I'll probably get one every couple of months. I do still like the denim boxes a lot, and every time I get low on denim, I'm more than willing to get those. I can easily make my money back on those. They just lowered the price. I believe it used to be $60 plus shipping for 50 pounds of jeans, and now it's $50 plus shipping for 50 pounds of jeans. Same amount, just like $10 less. So I still think that those are super worth it, but I just don't have anywhere to put 50 pounds of jeans or X number of jeans that I end up keeping from those boxes like constantly. So that's gonna be one of my biggest business New Year's resolutions, is to sort of just take back control of my inventory, have more things that I go out and find and that are hand selected by me and are still those really good brands, maybe go to the bins a lot more, try and find lower inventory, and again, utilizing FLYP. And I definitely think once I become a full-time reseller, I really will be utilizing FLYP to make the most profit for myself and keep like my inventory price really low and all that stuff. I'll definitely talk about that transition more as it's happening, But again, it's not going to be until the summer, but it is something that I am really excited about and will be very excited to share my journey with you guys here on YouTube. So I'm just going to get into my sales from this last week, December 26th, last Sunday to yesterday, the first day of the new year, January 1st. On Sunday, I had 5 sales. I sold this Abercrombie & Fitch paper bag jean. I honestly don't remember where I got these, but I do believe I got them at a Goodwill and I paid up a little bit for them because I thought they were really cute. The paper bag style, I don't know how trendy it is still in terms of jeans, but these I still thought were really cute. These did sit for a while, but they ended up selling for $30, and then after fees I made $21.54. And that was on Poshmark. And then I had an eBay sale of these Outdoor Voices Peloton collab leggings. Now these leggings I got from a consignment store in Connecticut. I think I got them for maybe $18, which is high, but the Peloton collab items I have found have done really well for me in the past. And this was Outdoor Voices, which is a good brand that I feel like a lot of people already know. This did come in a set, but I didn't know that at the time, otherwise I would have checked to see if they also had the sports bra, because I did have a couple people ask on my listing if I had the full set. I did not. But they did end up selling for $58, and then after fees I made $49.41. It's not like the highest profit ever, but a quick sale, and athleisure is really going to be selling probably really big in these next few weeks, probably this whole month. It always does pretty well for me, athletic wear, but especially with most people's New Year's resolutions being going to the gym more often and all that stuff, it's something to get listed or relisted to make it a new listing and get more eyes on it. Then I sold these Steve Madden wedges. I got these from a recent ThredUp shoe rescue box. Someone took the size out of these. They literally went through the effort of removing the size that was printed on them. I'm guessing they might have been embarrassed by their shoe size, but measuring them isn't always the easiest thing to do. It doesn't always give you the most exact size, I've learned. So I really just try and based off my foot. And if I'm wrong, I'll take them back, but I haven't had anyone tell me I've guessed wrong yet, which is great. Anyway, they sold for $15. I made $12 after fees. They were cute shoes, but like not high quality at all. Then I sold this Zara black mesh top. I've had this forever. I think I got this in one of my very first women's ThredUp 25-piece boxes. Definitely came from some sort of mystery box. I had this forever, sent it to ThredUp, got it back, nothing. It's been sitting. Someone came around and offered me $21 and I was so happy. I sold it after fees. I made $16.80. I feel like Zara 2 years ago did super well for me, but this year definitely not. I think their newer pieces or their more unique statement pieces definitely probably could still do well, but I would not pay up for it, and probably 9 out of 10 times I'd pass on it even at the bins, unless again it was one of those statement really trendy pieces. Then I sold these Madewell pull-on jeans. I try and stay away from Madewell's skinny jeans, no matter the size or the color or anything when I see it, but I found this pair for I think $5 at a Goodwill, and I just decided to try them out. They sat forever. Eventually they sold for $20, and after fees I made $16. And Madewell has been a brand that I've also been backing off of. What does well for me are their bigger sizes, large and above, usually bigger than that, but really the only thing that does well for me are, again, their statement pieces that are substantial. So jeans that are like straight leg or pleated or have something more interesting going on for them, or their dresses, preferably their newer ones, maybe like a floor length, but their dresses still do pretty well for me. And then like sweaters, jackets, shoes, purses, those things still do pretty well. I don't really find them that often, but those would be Madewell items that I will still continue to pick up in this new year if it's a good price. Then on Monday the 27th, I had 2 sales. I sold this Lacoste Sport Polo. I got this, if you saw, I posted the video on Wednesday. I got this in a recent men's 10-pound ThredUp box. I do think that box ended up being a pretty good profit maker for me after sort of like taking a step back, looking up comps, getting things listed, having items in it sell that I didn't think would sell so quickly. But I don't know, I still haven't been super thrilled with the ThredUp mystery boxes I've been getting lately. But this was nice to get and to sell pretty quickly. It sold for $40 and after fees I made $32. Then I had a flip sale. I didn't sell it. Somebody sold it for me from a lot that I sent in. And I do mention Flip a lot recently. I'll just say it's an online consignment app where you can send in clothes and someone sells them for you, or you can sell other people's clothes. In this case, I sent in a lot, and in it was a BB Dakota dress. I tried to sell this myself for a very long time. It came in a Jomar box that I received probably a year ago or sometime in 2020. It was really cute. It was a slip dress, but I just couldn't get anyone interested in it. The person that I sent the lot into ended up selling it for $22. After commission fees, I made $9.90, but I have to pay shipping when I send a lot in. So they take that out of whatever sells. And so $9 was taken out of that. So really I only made 90 cents on that piece. So that's what this poll with Flip is. I know people really do like sending in their stale inventory on there for other people to sell, and $9.90 definitely doubled what I paid for it. I probably paid $4 for it if it came in a Jomar box, but I don't know. I'm still trying to figure out what works best for me on there. But yeah, that's how much I made on that piece. Then on Tuesday the 28th, I sold 2 items again. I sold this Everlane silk blouse, which I got from my Honey Hole consignment store. It was less than $2, and I was really excited because it was a silk tank top. I haven't found Everlane in a really long time, so that was also exciting. But when I did get it under the lights to take photos of, there were stains. They were really hard to see in person, but once I did get them in front of my bright lights, they were kind of pretty prevalent. So I had to list it lower than I wanted to. Eventually someone offered me $15 and I accepted. I spent probably like $1 something on it, so that wasn't too bad. Then after fees I made $12. Then I sold a Stella and Dot gold chain necklace. This came from a fun box from a little while ago now. I mentioned that I do like to get jewelry in the fun boxes because historically they have done really well for me, and I don't go out of my way to source jewelry to resell on my own. So it is nice to get to test out and sell different categories of items. Like I've tiptoed a little bit in selling home goods over the last couple of years, but I do like to sell jewelry. It's very easy to photograph and it doesn't take up much space in my inventory, so that's always good. It ended up selling for $32, and after fees I made $24.10. Then on Wednesday the 29th, I had 3 sales. I had a flip sale that I sold for somebody else. It was this Dickies boiler suit, and I know these are still pretty popular, but I don't think they're that expensive to begin with. So I was excited to sell it, but I knew I wasn't gonna get like a crazy amount of money for it. But it did get a ton of attention on multiple different platforms that I listed it on. It ended up selling on Poshmark for $35. After Poshmark fees, I made $28, and then after my flip consignment fees, I'll make $14. Then I had a Mercari sale, these new Tag marine layer jeans. These jeans I was really excited to find. I found them at Plato's Closet. They wanted $18, and I did pay $18 for them. But once I got them listed, they did not get any attention, like not a single like on Poshmark. So when someone did send me an offer on Mercari for a reasonable amount, I decided it was in my best interest to take it, because maybe people just don't like marine layer jeans, or maybe this specific jean is very flooded in the market and people aren't selling it for that much. So I did decide to take the offer on Mercari of $53, and then after fees I made $45.86, and again I paid $18. So a little less than 40 bucks in profit. I'm still happy with that. Then I sold these Santana Canada boots. That's the brand, Santana Canada. I found this on ThredUp under their assorted brands section. I've been talking about that a lot recently. I found some really good items under there in the past. I can tell by the photo, I could see the brand on the shoe, and that's what made me able to look it up. I think I spent less than $20 on these. They ended up selling for $101, and after fees I made $80.80. Then on Thursday I had 4 sales. I sold this new tag Billabong tank top that was given to me by my sister-in-law, probably again like a year ago. I don't know what happened, but I waited a really long time to list this. And Billabong is actually a really good bread and butter brand for me. I've had a lot of luck selling it over the last 2 years. And this again was a really quick sale. It sold for $18, and after fees I made $12.90. Then I sold this frame light wash denim skirt, which I think immediately after I bought this, I regretted it. It wasn't that cute, and frame historically has done very poorly for me. It was a bigger size, which was nice. I don't remember how much I paid for it, but I did get it at Plato's Closet, so I think hopefully like around 10. Hopefully I didn't spend more than 10 on it, but it ended up selling for $28, and then after fees I made $22.40. Then I sold this North Face fleece hoodie. This was also a flip sale. I got this in a lot to resell, sold for $28. After Poshmark fees, I made $22.40, and then after the flip consignment fees, I made $8.40. That came from one of my first couple of lots that I got that I was less excited about. So the first 2 lots I got were just okay. The next 2 lots I got, I really was very excited about reselling, and I'm still selling those. But I think I still need to get 1 or 2 just okay lots before I can, have a chance at getting those more competitive lots that have really good brands. So it's a very slow and steady process, but I'm not willing to take a lot of a bunch of items that I don't think I can sell, because that won't be beneficial to me or the person I'm selling for. So I'm just waiting it out, trying to get a lot that people aren't bidding a lot on. Maybe they don't know that the brands are really good or, pretty good and see where that goes. Then the last thing I sold on Thursday were these Ariat suede leopard booties. I got these when I was at a Goodwill up by Astoria when me and my husband went on like a little mini overnight vacay, I guess. Convinced him to stop at a Goodwill on the way. They only wanted $10, and I was surprised just based on the prices of all their other shoes that were good brands that they didn't price these up that high. But they ended up selling for $90, and after fees I made $70.50. And then on Friday the 31st, I only had 2 sales, but I did win one of Poshmark's, I think it was the Love It or List It challenge, where every time you make a listing, you get entered into the contest to win money. That was actually the second time this year that I won that. I think it was after the summer. I won it the first time and I won $25. And then this time I won $100 in like Poshmark shopping credit. So I am trying to use it specifically to get inventory to resell. So we'll see how that goes. If I see something that I really want, or I think about something that I really need, I might buy it for myself. But as of right now, I'm gonna use it towards my business. But that was an exciting thing to wake up to. I had people saying, "Oh, congrats on the thing." And I was like, what? So that was funny. So my first sale after that was this NASA hoodie. Someone offered me 8, and I was, running on a high of getting this $100 Poshmark credit that I was like, whatever. I accepted it. It did come in my most recent bulk box from ThredUp, and it wasn't in the best of conditions. So I was more than happy to accept. After fees, I made $5.05. Then I had another flip sale. I sold this blank NYC moto jacket. This is the second time I've sold a moto jacket from blank NYC. They do really well, I will say that. I see them not very often, but often enough, and I don't really bother with picking them up. But since this did come in a flip lot, I was excited to try to sell it. When I looked it up, apparently it was like a blogger favorite in like 2016, so I thought that was pretty interesting. It ended up selling for $85. After Poshmark fees, I made $68, and then after flip fees, I made $34. And then yesterday, on Saturday the 1st, I had 3 sales, and they were all full price buys. So what I had it listed at is what they sold for, which was exciting. The first was, again, another flip sale. It was a Lululemon ear warmer, really cute. It ended up selling for $32 on eBay. So after fees, eBay fees, I made $26.93, and then after flip consignment fees, I made $16.93. Then I had a full price buy randomly of this Loft pink mini skirt that I've had for a while. I think it came in a ThredUp bulk box or women's 25-piece box, something like that. It ended up selling for what I had it listed at, which was $15, and after fees I made $12. And then the last thing I sold yesterday, again for full price, was this vintage Be-Time dress. I actually have it hanging right here because it sold yesterday and I'll have to ship it out tomorrow. But this really cute vintage like 90s dress with this embroidery on it. I don't find vintage stuff all that often at the Goodwills I go to. I think they sort of know it's vintage, and if it isn't super special, they just sort of don't take it, which is understandable. But I was excited to find that. Don't remember how much I paid for it. I do think it was half price, so I don't think I spent more than like $6 or $7 on it. It ended up selling for $36, and then after fees, I made $28.80. So my gross total for this past week was $782. After fees of $235.61, I net $546.39. I am still super happy with those numbers. I do prefer now to at least hit 500 weekly. I really need to get sourcing. It's so funny. I either have like tons and tons of stuff to list at once, or I have nothing for weeks, and sort of getting myself to like a Goodwill or a Playboy Closet or whatever to source has just been kind of difficult recently. Hopefully a lot of the burnout we've been feeling over these last couple of years from the pandemic and just everything lightens. I hope you guys have an amazing start to your year, not just with reselling, hopefully with your reselling, but with just every part and aspect of your lives. I know it's been so hard. These last 2 years are just, it's life-changing. And yeah, I hope we all could just make it another year being healthy and safe, and yeah. So I hope you guys have a great time sourcing and selling, and I will see you guys all in Wednesday's video. Bye.